Good morning. Let's live stream this issue in Fusion 360 for plasma cutting. Philip VR has a nameplate which, well, I'll just read it. Here is a sample that I created today. Looks good, except the tail of the C is not included in the cut path. Can you please let me know what causes this? So this is a very familiar issue, and it usually comes up when people are first using Fusion 360. My guess is it's going to be contours were discarded due to linking constraints, which will be the error. But he's included a F3D file, so we'll download that now. Alright, now we'll open that file. And here it is, Richmond. And the issue is going to be, I'm going to turn on the visibility of the toolpath here. I'm actually going to turn off the visibility of the model, and we can see that we're missing the cutout for the C. I'll turn on the So what that's going to be is these linking constraints. So everything in green here is part of the linking tab. So we have a lead in and a lead in radius on this one, it looks like, and maybe even a yeah. So let's go in. So we got a few different things actually here. So we do have a pierce clearance, which is added onto the end here, and then onto that we have a lead in distance, and then a micro lead in radius, and then that 60 degrees of that radius here. So here, so what's gonna, sometimes this pierce clearance will move off to the side or whatever, but looking at this on the green line, so everything in here in the linking constraints is green. It'll be the pierce clearance will be that 0.054, and then there'll be the 0.054, and then that 0.19685 will be the rest of it, and then it'll be from radius, that 0.3 swoop at 60 degrees in. So let's reduce that to, we'll just totally get rid of that pierce clearance, and we'll also reduce that lead-in distance a bit, and let's hit OK. And my guess is it should pick it up. Yeah, so now it fits in there. Before that was too long and there was nowhere Fusion could reasonably put it in there. It looks like also the tool probably has the nozzle diameter at the recommended 1 inch, but let's go in there and take a look. Edit the tool. Hypotherm 45. So yeah, let's put this nozzle diameter to 0.045 so they match. Another thing you could do in here too, if you wanted, to kind of save a step later, is you could go curve width. There. I didn't need the equal. So tool curve width. So it'll just update if I change this 0.055, let's say. Too many decimal points. 0.055. Yeah, it'll just update automatically. So you get 0.054. I don't know if it's going to make that much of a difference in the grand scheme of things. And we'll go up here and update our actions. Generate, yes. And there, it's tightened up that simulation path a bit. Let's take a look what else we got going on in here. added just a little bit. We don't need top offset added. Here, save as user default. And side 0.4, I would do it something thick enough that's like, let's say, 1/4 inch or nothing if you happen to be indexing from home, which I'm gonna probably do a video on that now that I'm running an XR and I have a home location. Anyhow, I'm gonna do a 1/4 inch just so it gives you a little bit of meat to cut off. And you can also add your program name right here, so it can be Richmond. Plate. Okay, I'm going to update these actions again. Okay, it liked everything. Let's run a simulation. Alright, speed that up a bit. It's the one thing that drives me nuts, and I wish they would change, is have the option to run this simulation at the actual feed rate of reality instead of just faster or slower. I find that insanely frustrating. The information's there. I'm sure there's an app or an add-on or something that might deal with it, but I haven't found it yet. But I wish it would. It makes no sense to me that there wouldn't be like a little checkbox here that you could click it and it would let you just run at the 200 and whatever inches per minute. It's running in reality and you can just watch it in real time. See all when it slows down and speeds up for different reasons. Because I believe all that is, here, let's go back. All that is in here. What is that? Show toolpath data. Yeah. I mean, the feed rates there, all the different colors, right? There's the colors, the linear amount that it was bringing it in before, and the circular amount. Close. Anything else on this drawing? Let's check through here. How did we select this? Yeah, perfect face contours. I always like to slim down on the tolerance a little bit, which I think's already been done, but all right, that's all it was though, is in here, so it would have brought up that error. Here, I'm gonna just save this with the edits. And I'll export an F3D. And I'll post that F3D. Yeah. Besides that, that's a very common problem. And what SheetCam does, which I have no idea why Fusion doesn't fix it or change it, in here you should also have the option when you have lead in or whatever to have it reduce as necessary. Would be great, just like SheetCam does. So if it's a little too long on one of these, like that, the tag of the C here at the bottom, it would just truncate it to make it work in that space. And maybe you could have a min and a max or whatever, but I wish it could be variable depending on the situation. That would be nice, so you don't come back with that discarded due to linking constraints error. Okay, take care.